Yo, AnimatorMon here with a video about Christopher Robin for you. Spoiler warning, Christopher Robin was a nostalgia trip for me. I grew up on the Winnie the Pooh cartoons, and the merchandise surrounded my childhood. So when the trailer first dropped, I was excited. However, I immediately spotted a problem. At the time, I chose to ignore it for the sake of nostalgia. But after seeing the movie, I can't help but complain. It was clear from the first trailer that Christopher Robin is another instance of that tired children's movie cliché. You know the one. The dad who works too much, eventually deciding to place family before career. It's a trope that I personally find very obnoxious, mostly because of its overly simplified scenario. Christopher Robin could have been fantastic, had it not taken the easy route in terms of story. The third act is the least interesting of all. That's when it gets super cliché. In fact, if you ended the film at Christopher reconnecting with Pooh and the gang, it would be a better, although incomplete, movie. Similar to my viewing of The Last Jedi, I spotted a unique missed opportunity. As we move through Christopher's life, we skim over his time in the war. This stood out to me for a number of reasons. One of which being, imagine working on that set and being like, yeah, this war scene is for the Winnie the Pooh movie. But on a more important note, it struck me as very serious and grim, more so than anything else in the movie. What I found even more odd was how it didn't really serve a purpose. Aside from the origin of Christopher Robin's compass, his experience during the war plays no part. You could cut it out entirely and lose nothing. To me, this screamed missed opportunity. A story that placed great emphasis on his experience in the war would have been much more creatively satisfying. Here's my pitch. Serving as a soldier has had a great impact on Christopher. He returns home to his wife and child a different man than the one that left. He has great trouble reconnecting with his family, especially his young daughter. He doesn't know how to talk to her or play with her. He feels useless to her. As a result, he throws himself into his work, determined to provide for her the best he can. At least this way he doesn't feel so useless. It would be at this point that Winnie the Pooh arrives. Christopher is reminded of his childhood, and how he had so much fun doing nothing. By helping Pooh find his friends in the 100-acre wood, Christopher manages to reconnect with his own childhood spirit. He plays and has fun in a way he hasn't in a long time. He returns home happy and joyful, in a manner reminiscent of the ending of A Christmas Carol. He is now able to reconnect with his daughter. Also, this version of the story avoids the issue of, are Pooh and the gang real? That third act brought up so many questions. Maybe that isn't the best story pitch you've ever heard, but at least it's more unique than what we got. Honestly, anything other than the #1 most generic plot would have sufficed. My main point is that Christopher Robin was hindered greatly by its generic story. In the end, the movie disappointed me with its squandered potential. Anyway, do you agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments, and catch you on the flip side.